Top 25 Planning Engineer Interview Questions and Answers. Planning engineers play a vital role in project management by ensuring that projects are completed efficiently, on time, and within budget. They are responsible for developing schedules, monitoring progress, forecasting resource needs, and coordinating between various departments. During an interview, employers assess a candidate's technical skills, problem-solving abilities, and communication skills. Below are the top 25 planning engineer interview questions and carefully crafted 80-word answers to help you prepare effectively. 1. Can you describe your role as a planning engineer? As a planning engineer, my primary role is to develop detailed project schedules using tools like Primavera P6 or MS Project, ensuring alignment with project objectives. I monitor progress, track performance, and update schedules as needed. Additionally, I coordinate with engineering, procurement, and construction teams to manage timelines effectively. My role also includes analyzing potential delays, preparing recovery plans, and generating progress reports to support decision-making and maintain smooth project execution. 2. What software tools do you use for project planning? I primarily use Primavera P6 and Microsoft Project for scheduling and monitoring project progress. Primavera is excellent for managing large-scale, complex projects, while MS Project suits smaller projects with simpler structures. I also use Excel for data analysis, S-curves, and dashboards. Additionally, I'm proficient with Power BI for visual reporting and AutoCAD for reviewing design layouts, which helps in aligning schedules with actual engineering and construction activities efficiently. 3. How do you create a project schedule from scratch? Creating a project schedule begins with understanding project scope and deliverables. I break down the work into a work breakdown structure, WBS, and identify key activities, durations, and dependencies. Then, I sequence activities logically using tools like Primavera P6. After that, I allocate resources, assign responsibilities, and define milestones. Once the baseline is established, I continuously monitor progress, update the schedule regularly, and communicate any variances to ensure timely project completion. 4. What is a work breakdown structure, WBS? A work breakdown structure, WBS, is a hierarchical decomposition of the total project scope into smaller, manageable components. It divides a project into work packages, enabling better organization and control. WBS helps define deliverables clearly and facilitates resource allocation, cost estimation, and scheduling. By using WBS, planning engineers ensure that all project elements are accounted for, reducing the risk of overlooking critical tasks and improving coordination between departments and stakeholders. 5. How do you handle project delays? When facing delays, I first analyze the root cause through variant analysis and progress tracking. I identify whether the issue stems from resources, materials, or technical challenges. Next, I propose recovery measures such as resequencing activities, resource reallocation, or accelerating specific tasks. Communication is key. I inform stakeholders promptly and update the schedule accordingly. I also implement preventive strategies to minimize future delays and maintain overall project performance efficiently. 6. What are key performance indicators, KPIs, for planning? Key performance indicators, KPIs, measure project performance and progress. Common KPIs include schedule variance, SV, cost variance, CV, earned value, EV, planned value, PV, and cost performance index, CPI. Additionally, I track resource utilization, milestone achievements, and productivity rates. These metrics help evaluate project efficiency, forecast future trends, and identify potential risks. Regular KPI monitoring ensures project alignment with objectives and supports proactive decision-making for better control and management. 7. How do you perform progress monitoring and reporting? I collect daily or weekly progress data from field engineers and subcontractors, then compare actual performance against the baseline schedule. Using Primavera P6, I update progress percentages and adjust forecasts as needed. I generate progress reports, S-curves, and dashboards to visualize trends and identify deviations. These reports are shared with management and clients to ensure transparency. Continuous monitoring allows timely corrective actions, ensuring the project remains on track and budget. 8. What is Earned Value Management, EVM? Earned Value Management, EVM, is a project control method used to measure project performance by integrating scope, schedule, and cost. It calculates key parameters such as earned value, EV, planned value, PV, and actual cost, AC, to determine variances and performance indices. EVM helps assess whether the project is on schedule and within budget. It's a valuable technique for identifying issues early and making informed management decisions to optimize project performance. 9. How do you ensure resource optimization in your projects? I begin by forecasting resource requirements based on the project schedule and workload. Then, I allocate resources efficiently, ensuring balanced distribution without overloading teams. I monitor productivity rates, identify underutilized areas, and reassign tasks to improve efficiency. Using resource histograms and leveling tools in Primavera P6, I manage manpower and equipment allocation. Regular coordination meetings also help in anticipating shortages and adjusting schedules to optimize resource utilization effectively. 10. How do you prioritize project activities? I prioritize activities based on criticality, dependencies, and project impact. Using the critical path method, CPM, I identify tasks that directly affect the project's completion date. High-risk or milestone-linked activities receive top priority. I also consider resource availability and potential delays when sequencing tasks. By maintaining focus on critical and high-value activities, I ensure that essential project goals are achieved efficiently and within the specified timelines and budget. 11. What is the critical path method, CPM? The critical path method, CPM, is a scheduling technique used to identify the sequence of essential project activities that determine the minimum project duration. It involves calculating early and late start/finish times for each activity to find float or slack. Tasks on the critical path have zero float, and any delay in them affects the overall schedule. CPM helps in identifying dependencies, managing risks, and optimizing project timelines effectively. 12. How do you communicate project progress to stakeholders? I prepare comprehensive progress reports supported by visual aids such as Gantt charts, S-curves, and dashboards. During meetings, I highlight key achievements, risks, and variances from the baseline. Communication is tailored to the audience, detailed for technical teams, and summary-oriented for management. I ensure transparency by providing accurate data, suggesting corrective measures, and maintaining regular updates. This proactive approach builds trust and supports collaborative decision-making among project stakeholders. 13. How do you manage multiple projects simultaneously? Managing multiple projects requires effective time management and prioritization. I create detailed schedules for each project and use project management software like Primavera P6 to monitor progress in a consolidated view. I focus on high-impact tasks and ensure resource allocation is balanced across all projects. Regular coordination meetings, progress tracking, and clear communication with stakeholders help maintain control. I also use dashboards to identify risks and address issues promptly. 14. What is the difference between baseline and actual schedule? The baseline schedule represents the original approved project plan, showing planned timelines and milestones. It serves as a benchmark for performance evaluation. The actual schedule reflects real-time project progress and completion dates. Comparing both helps identify variances, delays, and trends. The difference provides insights into project performance, allowing planning engineers to propose corrective actions, reforecast schedules, and ensure project alignment with established goals and client expectations. 15. How you manage project risks. I begin with a risk assessment to identify potential threats related to schedule, cost, and resources. Each risk is analyzed based on probability and impact. I then create mitigation and contingency plans for critical risks. During project execution, I continuously monitor and update the risk register. Regular communication with stakeholders ensures proactive responses. Effective risk management minimizes delays, prevents cost overruns, and enhances overall project stability and success. 16. What is float in project scheduling? Float, also known as slack, represents the amount of time and activity can be delayed without affecting the project's completion date. There are two types: total float and free float. Total float applies to the entire project duration, while free float refers to the time available before impacting the next dependent task. Understanding float helps prioritize tasks, allocate resources efficiently, and maintain flexibility in schedule management. 17. How do you prepare a recovery schedule? When a project is delayed, I first assess the variance between actual and planned progress. I identify the causes, such as resource shortages or design issues, and propose realistic corrective actions. Using Primavera P6, I resequence activities, compress timelines, and adjust resource allocations where feasible. The revised recovery schedule is then discussed and approved by stakeholders. Continuous monitoring ensures implementation effectiveness, bringing the project back on track efficiently. 18. How do you ensure quality in project planning? Quality in planning begins with accurate data, realistic schedules, and proper coordination. I ensure all inputs, such as scope, design, and resource details, are verified before schedule creation. Regular reviews, baseline validations, and adherence to project standards help maintain consistency. I also implement checks for logic errors, float validation, and milestone alignment. Continuous improvement and stakeholder feedback further enhance the quality of project planning deliverables. 19. What is the importance of a project baseline? A project baseline is essential for measuring actual performance against the planned schedule, cost, and scope. It acts as a reference point for identifying deviations, analyzing project health, and forecasting outcomes. Without a baseline, accurate progress tracking and performance evaluation are difficult. Establishing a baseline ensures accountability, enhances control, and supports data-driven decision-making throughout the project lifecycle, making it a critical tool for successful project management. 20. How do you collaborate with other departments? Collaboration involves maintaining open communication with engineering, procurement, and construction teams. I participate in coordination meetings to align schedules, resolve issues, and ensure timely information flow. Shared data systems and centralized reporting tools help maintain transparency. I also promote teamwork by understanding departmental constraints and integrating their input into the schedule. This collaborative approach reduces conflicts, improves efficiency, and enhances project delivery quality. 21. How do you calculate manpower requirements? I estimate manpower requirements based on the project schedule and work quantities. Each activity's duration and productivity rate determine the number of workers needed. I use resource histograms in Primavera P6 to visualize manpower distribution and identify peaks or shortages. Regularly reviewing progress helps adjust manpower levels to match actual performance. This proactive management ensures balanced workload, prevents bottlenecks, and optimizes resource utilization throughout the project lifecycle. 22. How do you manage changes in project scope? When scope changes occur, I evaluate their impact on schedule, cost, and resources. I update the WBS and schedule accordingly, maintaining a record of all modifications through change control procedures. Each change is analyzed for risk and approved by stakeholders before implementation. Proper documentation and communication ensure transparency. By managing scope changes systematically, I maintain project control, prevent overruns, and align outcomes with updated client requirements effectively. 23. What challenges do you often face as a planning engineer? Common challenges include schedule delays, inaccurate data inputs, scope changes, and resource shortages. Coordinating between multiple teams and managing tight deadlines also pose difficulties. To address these, I emphasize proactive communication, realistic scheduling, and regular progress monitoring. Utilizing project management tools helps in forecasting issues early. By maintaining flexibility and adopting data-driven decision-making, I effectively overcome these challenges while ensuring timely and quality project delivery. 24. How do you ensure timely project completion? I ensure timely completion by maintaining a well-structured schedule, continuous progress monitoring, and proactive risk management. I identify critical activities and focus on optimizing their performance. Regular coordination meetings ensure that all teams are aligned. I also analyze key performance indicators and adjust resources when necessary. Transparent communication with stakeholders helps resolve issues quickly, while consistent follow-ups ensure adherence to timelines and successful project delivery. 25. Why do you want to work as a planning engineer? I'm passionate about combining technical analysis with strategic decision-making to deliver successful projects. As a planning engineer, I enjoy the challenge of turning complex objectives into achievable plans. My skills in scheduling, coordination, and problem-solving enable me to contribute effectively to project success. I find satisfaction in seeing projects completed on time and within budget, knowing my planning efforts played a vital role in that achievement. In conclusion, planning engineers are crucial to the success of any project, ensuring that timelines, costs, and resources are efficiently managed. Preparing for interviews requires a deep understanding of planning tools, methodologies, and practical problem-solving approaches. By studying these 25 interview questions and answers, you'll gain confidence in presenting your expertise, demonstrating your technical proficiency, and showcasing your ability to deliver well-structured and timely project outcomes.